Okay, this is the review for quiz number 6. All right, and we're going to talk about equalizers. Okay, so the first thing to say about equalizers are they adjust individual sets of frequencies, right, without the whole spectrum, right? And that can either boost, it can take, you know, the low mids and turn them up, or take those low mids and bring them down. Either boost or cut. It's not just one or the other. Now, that's a little different from filters. And the filter that I'm first going to talk about is the high pass filter, HPF, and it rolls off the low frequencies. Now, I've probably said this already in my lecture in class, but I mix this up all the time because I think, I want to get rid of some of those low frequencies. I need a filter. I need the low pass, I mean the high pass filter. And yeah, I don't know if you're going to run into snobs who are going to make fun of you if you do that. Maybe so, maybe not. Anyway, high pass filter allows the high frequencies to pass. It rolls off the low frequencies. And there is the opposite filter, the high pass filter, or I'm sorry, see, I did it already. Low pass filter rolls off the high frequencies, but I use that much less than I use the low pass, seriously? Then I use the high pass filter, right? Low frequencies are always a problem. High frequencies, we can kind of deal with those in lots of other ways. But low frequencies muddy up your mix. And this is really one of the things that made my original amateur recordings sound bad, was that I had lots of extra low frequency information down there, blah, 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 right? And I didn't know that high pass filters existed, let alone use them. Anyway, enough of that. Let's move on to graphic equalizers. So graphic equalizer has fixed frequencies. And graphic equalizer looks like this. You've got the frequencies already selected for you, and here you can boost it, you can cut it, but you can't change what frequencies are selected there. Whew, lots of action. Okay, yes, so that is compared to a parametric equalizer, which has 3 controls: gain, frequency, and bandwidth. Right, so we've used those inside of Pro Tools or whatever DAW we were using that day, right? And you can boost something, and then you can make it narrow, you can make it fat. That's the bandwidth. The gain is boosting or cutting. The frequency moves along left and right, where we pick 1K, 2K, 500, whatever. And then the bandwidth is the amount around that center frequency. Sometimes bandwidth is labeled with the letter Q. I've never gotten a great reason as to why they picked the letter Q. My favorite that I found is someone claiming that all of the other letters had been used for other things, and so Q was left for bandwidth. Okay, so the last thing to talk about is a shelf. And the wording I've got here is a little clunky. It's a little, I wish it made a little more sense rolling off the tongue, but what I've got here is that the shelf boosts or cuts all of the frequencies beyond a frequency. So it can be on the low spectrum, it can be on the high spectrum, but it takes everything and either boosts it up or cuts it down, right? Right, below 100 hertz or above 15K. Whatever side you choose. It makes a little more sense if you're playing around with it in one of the equalizers in the DAW. Otherwise, yeah, it's if that makes sense, then good. If not, just memorize that for now, and as we work with it, I promise it will make more sense. Okay, good. So there we go. That was quiz number 6. Thank you very much, and we'll be back with 7.